We'll begin session 2. So today we will bring breath work in, and there's a lot of nuances to breath work, and so we'll try and bring as much as possible. Once again, if there's any doubt, put it on the chat, and I'm trying to observe as best as possible, and I'll make notes, and which means I don't attempt to observe, I see. And if an insight pops up, I just write and send. So that's the freedom I'm keeping for myself. We want to relate to the breath as the Divine Mother. This is the this is the exploration today. So we want to bring complete awareness with the breath and a complete relationship with the breath. And this is not just imagination, because breath work I've been researching for long. And there are many paths that are even talking about this. So we relate to breath as the Divine Mother, not just the prana that is going through us, but as something that is connected. And we will learn to invite the breath, into the different parts of our body, into the different pores of our body. In all these exercises, we always keep a relationship to the above. And maybe from session 3, I'll explore that in detail. But for now, you just keep the connection always open to this space. It could be vastness, it could be light, it could be the divine. And we're not modifying the breath. These are the basics. We're not modifying the breath. In the beginning, the breath could be shallow or agitated and all of that stuff. But still, we will keep quiet. We will keep our awareness with the breath. Okay, so if the breath is the Divine Mother or the Divine Shakti, our awareness is the, let's say, the Divine Shiva or the Divine Presence, in that sense of it, as neutral as possible, as present as possible. But there's also the choice element. Okay, the choice element is subtle, but very important. So which means the awareness is in a way quiet. It is not modifying the breath, but it is also directing the breath. It is, we move with our awareness deep into the body, and thus we invite the breath to come in there. So that's a relationship. We will build that first. I'll explain the process once I finish this. And then what happens is there are many nuances of the breath. The breath can connect vertically. The breath can connect with the vastness. The breath can connect with a flower. The breath can connect with a sound. The breath can connect with, for example, the divine. And each of these have a certain actions in the body. Remember the first session. A part of it is sadhana, which means our own practice, our own effort. The other part is a direct action of the divine. Okay, so we will give space for both. Okay. We'll begin the first practice. It's very simple. It's classic, since many of you all would have done it. For about 5 minutes, what we'll do is, okay, last time I noticed a couple of you straining from your head. So which means that when I looked at you, your attention was present here. And from there, you are doing the process. That's not effective because it's the mind that gets involved. The mind has a role, and it can, record, analyze. That's all okay. But we work beneath that. So when we do the process, it's like so if you're operating from here, it's with the mind awareness that you're doing. Rather, work with the consciousness itself. So if, for example, you're present here, we'll begin a lot of heart work today mostly. So your awareness is here, your entire presence is here. This is relaxed. Okay, this is not doing much. And from there, you're just, sensing and doing the process. If I observe, I'll guide anyway. So the first process is this. You can either do it with eyes closed or eyes open. First, we'll connect to the divine, and then you put your awareness on your breath. So awareness is the, eternal chooser, or you can call it the divine Shiva. And The breath is the Divine Mother in that sense of it. So with absolute quietness and stillness, and that is a practice by itself, with absolute stillness and neutrality, we keep our awareness with the breath. And wherever the breath is flowing, we are also moving our awareness. For this, we need to first hold awareness around our body, just encompass our entire body from head to toe, including the aura region, etc., including the inner, and simply be with the breath. In the later practices, we will see how, wherever the breath is not sufficiently reaching, how to guide that. For now, the practice is simple. If you have a doubt, you can ask me. For 5 minutes, just be with your breath, and your awareness is uniting with your breath. That's all. Your awareness is uniting with your breath, but that's not possible because the thought will pull us away. When you get distracted, just come back and continue the practice. If there's any doubt, put it on chat. Otherwise, we'll begin now. Just close your eye. Or if you can keep it open if you wish, it's up to you. Connect to the divine in your own way first. You can also keep a little bit of your awareness above your head. And now I'll be quiet for 4 or 5 minutes. Recognize your breath and keep your awareness with the breath. Wherever the breath is flowing, and it's not often an even movement from up to down, and it's not just one breath. There are a couple of breaths that flow in our body. If you're subtle, you'll see that, there are at least a couple of different breaths that are flowing. So just be with your breath. Your only aspiration is to keep the awareness with the breath. That's it. In watching yourself, other agendas coming, like you want to heal or you want to do the process or practice even better. Just drop all of that, and only aspiration is awareness touching the breath, being with its flow. Now just let go and be quiet for a minute. Just observe what's going on by itself. Okay, you can keep your eyes closed. I'll give the next instruction. If you need to open, you can open your eyes or just stay with this. We're going to take the same process within the depth of your heart. Okay, so it's just the same thing. So this time you would isolate your awareness to the heart region. So the surface, we're working with the center of your chest region. So you'll start with the chest surface and slowly go inward, inward. It's almost like you're inviting the breath to come in. Okay, and though the breath is flowing through your body, you will isolate it to the chest region, and then you will actually find almost a breath just going only within that space. And then slowly you will take your awareness deeper and deeper into the heart. It's not so much push, because your awareness will not permeate through your entire chest region, because it will be blocked by the emotions that are there, suppressed emotions, suppressed memories. They will all block it. So it's like it's being truthfully doing the practice, which means if there is a block, then that's what is important. You're seeing the block and showing it to the divine. This practice, we'll get into it next week. But for now, if there's a block, if it feels heavy, then you will stay with the heaviness and simply be with the breath there. And by itself, if there's an opening, you'll go further in, further in, further in. I'll guide. We can begin by you bringing your entire awareness to your chest region. You're aware from the center of your chest to the back. In between is where you'll find your emotional space, your physical heart, your heartbeats, and the space behind. Just bring your awareness here. Now I'll be quiet for a minute or two. Just get the breath in the heart region, anywhere. So while the breath is moving through your body, you'll have to wait and then you'll catch the breath moving. And if you're with the breath for some time, it'll almost be as if the in-breath and the out-breath is just occurring in the space of the heart region. Once you catch the breath in the heart region, I'll be now quiet for about 3 or 4 minutes. Keep your awareness with the breath for a while, wherever it is. And then you move your awareness deeper within the heart, what they call as the cave of the heart. And it'll be as if you're moving inside your body or sometimes beyond that, beneath. So it's like you're with the breath and then you go further in and then wait till you feel the breath in the deeper region, and thus keep going as deep as possible. As you travel, you will become aware of qualities like silence, or in the beginning, it could be hurts and turmoils and tightness. But as you go in, you may find light, silence, vastness. Let it come on its own. Let's do the practice very sincerely. I repeat, all you're doing is be with the breath and then take your awareness deeper and deeper. But when you go a little bit deeper, you need to wait for the breath to land in there and move there, and then go deeper and wait for the breath to land in there and go deeper. Now, wherever you are, just be quiet there. We'll take a minute pause. You can either be in the same posture. In the same posture, we'll continue the next step. Or if you want to move your legs, stretch your arms. Ensure you're not straining in your body by holding a stiff posture. We'll take a break for a minute. Always ensure your body doesn't stiffen because things have to flow into the body at a later point. Or even now, for some of you, it's already occurring. So things in flow, from the higher consciousness. So stiffening the body is not the way. So you can absolutely feel free to keep it relaxed, moving. In fact, the process itself can be done with a little bit of movement. That's okay. All right, we continue, and today our entire learning is within the cave of the heart. So you're going to connect the breath to the above. We will separately explore the above next session, but for now, above is above your head is both space and consciousness. There are layers and layers of consciousness. So your entire awareness will be in the cave of your heart. You're with your breath. And then you connect your breath to the above, either the space or the consciousness, whatever is the highest that opens up for now. This can be done in two ways. The breath can just be connected to the above, or you will still be with the breath. So that in the heart itself, the breath will have the in and the out. It'll be moving gently like that. At the end of the in breath, just allow the breath to go free flowing above. It's almost like you send the breath out and then you receive it back. Either you can connect the breath to the above, or the end of the in breath, you just let it go. So there's an inner glance that you cast above with the breath. You continue to keep your awareness with the breath, but after a point, you will not be aware because the breath will feel free to go wherever it wants in a fraction of a second, and then you'll receive it back and be with your breath in the heart. Either way is fine. Close your eyes and go back to your depth of the heart region. And once again, be with your breath there. Just as deep as possible, keep your awareness. And once again, recognize or catch the breath there. We'll also learn something about the breath. The breath is very fluid. It can move from one state to the other very fluidly. So for now, just see or sense what is the quality of the breath that is there in the depth of your heart. Now, you're on your own for about 3 or 4 minutes. Connect the breath directly to the above. Now, you can go through your head or not. If there is a smooth vertical link, then you can go through your head. But for many of us, we have congestions in our head, in our throat region. So things will get blocked if you do it that way. So if you have a smooth passage up, then you can pass through your head to the up. Otherwise, bypass that and directly from the heart itself, you can connect above your head. So either the breath to the above, or at the end of the in-breath, just send your breath to the above, receive it, and be with the breath in the heart connected to the above. Now just let go and simply wait for an automatic action to be there from the above. Notice what is the quality that is there in your heart now. What is the state or quality in the heart? What is the state or quality of the breath? We'll take a minute pause before we put the practice in the same location. So you can either be in the same way or just relax your body a bit. Take a sip of water if you want. Now we're going to connect the breath to vastness, horizontal. Okay. So uh, these are not just imaginations, but they are real explorations. So our body is connected with the collective humanity. Our body is also connected with vital presences all throughout. But we can also connect with our body and being beyond all that. So vastness is infinite. It also has a divine dimension. So we'll take that now, and in a later session, we will explore another aspect of vastness. So the same thing, go within the depth of your heart, be with your breath. Your breath could be very subtle. Often at time when the breath gets subtle, it'll be as if that you're not breathing, and that's okay if it occurs, there's no problem. So be with your breath in the depth of your heart, and then this time, we first do that. Go back to your breath, close your eyes and go back to your breath in the depth of your heart. Now, from the depth of your heart, with your breath there, connect your breath to the vastness. You can just do it as one surround, or you can even separately look at the forward, back, left, or right. It's up to you. Gently, without too much effort, because there will be blocks. For all of us, there are blocks, and you can't push against these blocks, but you can offer the blocks to the above. That's all that you can do. So just being aware of the vastness around you, connect your breath to as much of vastness as possible, as much of infinity as possible. And where there are blocks, don't push, offer it to the above. Offer will mean that you see that there is a block and you say, unto you, O Lord, unto you, O Divine, and you wait for the vastness to open up more. And stay present inside your heart with your breath, connecting your breath to the vastness. It's almost as if you're allowing the vastness to reach you. You're aspiring to connect your breath to the vastness. And in that process, you relax and relax more so that you're allowing the vastness, which is also a divine quality, to reach you, to reach your breath, to touch your breath. Now just let go and be with yourself in the cave of your heart and observe how does the space of the heart, what state is there, what quality is there, and what is the state and quality of your breath. We'll take a minute break and then we'll go for a final practice. Same location, we'll do the practice. So we go for the final practice. It's very subtle. At the end of the in-breath, there will be a natural gap. There will be a natural pause. It's like a microsecond. But if our breath is subtle, then it will be a bit more longer. Similarly, at the end of the out-breath, there will be a pause, a natural gap. So once again, you go back to the cave of your heart and be with your breath there first. And now I'll be quiet for about 3-4 minutes on your own. You'll pay attention to the breath, the cave of your heart. And at the end of the in-breath, there will be a natural pause. Just be with it. End of the out-breath, there will be a natural pause. Just be with it. Just recognize it if it comes. Let go. And I'm going to leave all of us on our own. It's at the end of our hour. But if you have some time, just be with this before you start anything else. You can even lie down, take a nap, or just be with this for some time, just a little bit longer, if you have the time, allowing the practice to go on its own until it completes by itself.